29th of October 2021. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. BapDada. Madhupan. Sweet children, you now have to go beyond sound, so there is therefore no need to say shiv shiv with your mouth. Question. Why is only the one Father and no one else called the Almighty Authority, the ocean of knowledge? Answer. Because it is by remembering the one Father that souls become pure from impure. It is the Father alone who makes impure ones pure. No bodily beings can make human beings pure. The Father liberates you from the kingdom of Ravan. You receive power from shivbaba. The more you remember him, the more power you will receive, and the more the alloy will continue to be removed. Song. Salutations to Shiv. Om Shanti. You sweetest, long lost, and now found children heard the praise of devotion. You too used to sing praise, but you no longer do so. There is also no need for you to be praised. Your children cannot do that which devotees do. You were devotees, but you have now found God. Not everyone can meet him at the same time. How would the Father teach everyone at the same time? That would not be possible. Not all devotees can come together at the same time. Yes, the Father definitely has to come to teach you because this is Raj Yoga. The sun and moon dynasty kingdoms have to be established. Your children have to explain at exhibitions. It is when you have these festivals that you can do service. You have to establish a kingdom for yourself. You are Shiv Shaktis, the Maharathi army. You don't learn any other drill, etc. You only learn spiritual drill. This drill of Bharat is very well known. This is the drill of yoga. Souls have to have yoga with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and claim their inheritance from him. There is no question of a war in this. You are claiming your inheritance from the Father, and there is no connection with war. You are heirs of the unlimited Father. Therefore, you must belong to the Father and follow his Srimad. The Father's directions are not for fighting. The Father simply says, sweetest children, you were Satopradhan. You used to rule the kingdom, and you have now remembered that. The Father says you don't know your own births. It is remembered that human beings take 84 births. To speak of 8.4 million births is a lie. People on the path of devotion continue to study whatever comes in front of them. According to the drama, that is the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. There is no devotion in the golden and silver ages. Devotion is different from knowledge. Apart from your children, no one, not even the rishis and munis, has this knowledge in his intellect. They don't know that happiness is different from sorrow. The Father gives happiness and Ravan causes sorrow. You, who belong to the sun and moon dynasties, went around the cycle of 84 births and became part of the Shudra dynasty. The Father reminds you that you were the masters of the world. You experienced 84 births as you came down. Your intellects became degraded and tamapradhan. Those who are satopradhan are said to have clean and elevated intellects. Those who are tamapradhan are said to have degraded intellects. Those who have degraded intellects salute those who have elevated intellects. You also did not know that you used to be elevated and that you have now become degraded. Baba has explained the one who took the number one birth will become Satopradhan again. Only those who belong to the Sun dynasty will take 84 births. You now understand that when you were the masters of the world, you were pure and Satopradhan. Those who remain impure cannot become the masters of the world. Look how elevated their praises is. complete with all celestial degrees. You wouldn't say that those of the Silver Age are complete with the all celestial degrees. Only those who belong to the Sun dynasty are said to be 16 celestial degrees full. You cannot use the word full for those who are only 14 celestial degrees. You can only write the word full for those who are 16 celestial degrees. Your children are now becoming 16 celestial degrees full. It has been explained to you children that this knowledge is extremely easy. There isn't anything easier than this. Baba is merciful. Baba knows that you children must have become tired from stumbling around on the path of devotion. Thus is why it is shown that God massaged the feet of Draupadi. Many old mothers also come to Baba. Baba says you have become tired from stumbling around on the path of devotion, and this is why Baba is now removing all your tiredness on the path of devotion. They chant the name of Ram and turn the beads of a rosary. Baba has also had contact with Christian priests. Priests sit and explain the Bible, and so many became Christians. Here, there is no question of turning the beads of a rosary. The Father says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember Baba. There is no need to say Shiv, Shiv with your mouth. We are going beyond sound. Baba shows you a very easy method. Remember me and the alloy will be removed. While living at home, you also have to become pure. The lotus flower is very well known, although it has a very big family. It remains very loving and detached. You too should remain loving and detached while living in the ocean of poison. Thus is the ocean of poison. It cannot be called a river. Your children are now becoming so sensible. It is with this understanding that you became prince. You should have a lot of happiness. Make effort. The souls of both sons and daughters have to make effort. In worldly relationships, it is only sons, not daughters, who receive their father's inheritance. Here all souls receive the inheritance. The Father explains you can claim a high status through the pilgrimage of remembrance. At the exhibitions, first of all, give the Father's introduction and then explain the Father's inheritance. First of all, instill the faith in them that is your unlimited Father. Explain to them God is only one. Neither Brahma nor Vishnu nor Shankar is God. They are deities. The purifier, the incorporeal Father, is God. His praise is different. Nowadays, at the exhibitions, you also have to explain the Trimurti. That one is the Father and this one is the Dada. The inheritance is received from that one. That one is incorporeal, and so how do you receive your inheritance from him? He is the creator of all. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar are also the creation. The creation can only receive the inheritance from the creator. The incorporeal Father gives you the inheritance through this one. The creator of all is one. Thus is why it is remembered that the bestower of salvation for all is one. He is called the ocean of knowledge. All the rest are authorities of the scriptures. That one, the ocean of knowledge, is himself the authority. The word Almighty Authority himself says, I know the Vedas and scriptures and explain the essence of them to you. All of those are the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. They don't exist in the golden and silver ages. It was by doing devotion that you had to descend the ladder. Only the one Father is remembered as the Almighty Authority. It is by having yoga with him that we became pure. Therefore, he is the Almighty Authority. Is he not? He makes all of us pure from impure. He liberates us from the kingdom of Ravan. You are now taking power from Shivbaba. The more you remember him, the more power you will receive and the more the alloy will be removed too. Day and night, you should just be concerned about how to become pure from impure and Satapradhan from Tamapradhan. Storms of Maya will come. Baba says you should be aware of her. Your war is with Maya. Many useless, sinful thoughts will come. Thoughts that you never had before. Knowledge will also come. You are now on a battlefield. All the effort is in the pilgrimage of remembrance. The yoga of Bharat is very well known. It is for yoga that Baba says consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. No human being can explain in this way. They say that everything is a form of God. Wherever I look, I only see God. The Father explains, you are a soul and you take 84 births. If all are God, then does God enter into the cycle of birth and death? A soul sheds a body and takes another. Souls have good and bad sanskars. Praise is sung of those who have good sanskars. Those who have bad sanskars are said to be sinful and degraded. Baba shows you a very easy method to become pure. Never curse anyone's sorrow through your thoughts, words, and actions. Don't cause yourself sorrow either. Don't perform any sinful actions or steal anything. If you sometimes have to tell a lie, then take advice from the Father. The greatest sin is to use the sword of lust. Don't use that. The Father says, children, while doing everything with your hands, connect your intellects in yoga with me. Baba is also the surgeon. Neither does everyone have the same illness, nor can their actions be the same. Therefore, you should ask at every step. The destination is very high. When the people go on a pilgrimage to Amarnath, means Lord of Immortality. They say, victory to the Lord of Immortality, victory to the Lord of Badrinath. Oh Badrinath, protect me. You don't now have to go on any pilgrimages, etc. Only the Father explains these things of knowledge. He alone has this part. You too are actors with Baba. The more you study, the higher the status you will receive. It is not a matter of anyone's greatness. The greatness is of the one who grants salvation to all human beings. He makes all children pure from impure. I too have received a part in the drama. The five elements have also received their own parts that they have to play. The earth has to overturn and destruction has to take place. You too have parts in the drama. What is the greatness in that? You have become impure while ruling your kingdom. What were you previously? Worth not a penny. You are now becoming the masters of the world. Thus is in your parts. You have to become that again. There is no question of greatness or praise, and thus this drama is predestined. Baba too comes and plays his own part. Devotees sing about the greatness and praise, but we cannot do that. Here we have to remember the Father. Baba, the secret of this drama is very wonderful. No one knows about this. Baba, we will forget all of this in the golden age. The drama, it's so unique. Talk to yourself in this way. When actors play their parts well, they are applauded very loudly. We too say sweet Baba, Shivbaba has a very good part. We too play very good parts with Baba. Baba explains everything so clearly. Nevertheless, some are unable to understand, and so we understand that they are not going to come into our kingdom. We also know that those who became Brahmins previously will become Brahmins and then became Titis. Amongst you Titis, there will also be subjects, etc. Everyone has received his own eternal part. There is just the one world which continues all the time. God is one, creation is one. The same cycle continues to turn. People explore to see what is on the moon and what is beyond that. Beyond that is the subtle region. What would they be able to see there? Nothing but light. They try so hard for all of that. Science has limitations. There is also a lot of pomp of Maya. Here, science causes sorrow as well as happiness. Their aeroplanes will never clash. There won't be anything to do with sorrow there. Here, there is nothing but sorrow. Thieves come and loot everything. Fire burns everything. There, they have very grand buildings. Each king would have as much land as the whole of Abu. You have come here to become residents of heaven. Remember Baba, and the alloy will be removed. All of you are lovers. The beloved now tells you, remember me alone, and you will become the masters of the land of immortality. Untimely death doesn't take place there. The golden age is the elevated world, whereas this is the degraded world. So many BKs are claiming their inheritance from the Father. You too can claim your inheritance. If you don't follow Srimad, you won't be able to claim a high status. Baba comes to create heaven every 5,000 years. There are so many human beings in the Iron Age, whereas there are few in the Golden Age. Destruction will definitely take place. This is why the Mahabharat war is just ahead of you. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, never cause anyone sorrow with your thoughts, words or deeds. Remove all bad sanskars and imbibe good sanskars now. Make sure that you don't perform any sinful actions. Second point, while seeing your elevated fortune in this unique drama, tell yourself that you are an actor with God and that your part is very good. Blessing. May you have a divine intellect and make the Father's property your own property by churning it. Explanation. Churn all the treasures you receive from the Father and they will continue to merge inside you. Everyone has received the same property, but those who churn it and make it their own have the intoxication and happiness of it. This is why it is said, grind your own ingredients and you will be intoxicated. Those who remain intoxicated by churning cannot be pulled by anything or any problem of the world. They automatically receive the blessing of having a divine intellect. Slogan. In order to finish any problem of the mind, increase your decision-making power. Om Shanti